Bună ziua, dragii mei. Good afternoon, everyone. Day 2 of 14, and another beautiful day, as you can see. Sun is shining, absolutely wonderful today. What I want to do is tell you a little bit about my impressions of Romania and put a positive spin on it. Romania hasn't always had a positive reporting in the UK. Not everything was bad in the Ceausescu era. Everyone had a job, and the levels of education were exceptional. But yeah, it wasn't a great time for many people. But I'll come back to that later because I want to talk positively about Romania. I haven't many people to talk to. I've got my little friends here, so I feel a little bit like the character in Silent Running, who only has his plants to talk to, or a bit like Prince Charles, so that's okay. An update on the situation here. We're now in a state of emergency. Schools are being closed for another 30 days till after the Orthodox Easter. The borders are being closed and pubs and restaurants will be closed. So totally unlike the UK, where the government hasn't got the gumption to close anything because that would allow people to claim insurance, and where schools are still open, although they're advising against mass association. Well, that's quite extraordinary. Anyway, on to lighter notes, and I thought I'd tell you a little bit about Romania. When you come to Romania, there are differences. You might give your mother-in-law a dozen red roses. You wouldn't in Romania. That would be the kiss of death, quite literally, because even numbers are only given to the dead. Even numbers of flowers are given to the dead. So if you happen to be as lucky as I am and have a Romanian wife, then please don't give her a dozen red roses. Give her 11 or 9 or 13. You should always arrive 15 minutes late for anything. Un sfert. It's customary not to be on time, but not to be later than 15 minutes late. Take your shoes off when you come into an apartment or a flat or a house because it's polite. You've been stepping in filth outside. They will give you slippers when you come inside. That's the same as in Poland. If you're with Romanians, don't complain about their country. This is a fantastic country and they're very patriotic and they have a lot to be proud of. And I'll be talking about that in future days, looking at just different aspects of their society. They like late nights, they like to party, and I remember one dinner party we went to, and at about midnight 30 I insisted to Magda that we leave and they thought I was ill. Michaela actually sent round some cake the next day hoping that I'd recovered, that I was feeling better, because I must have been ill to leave at such an unseemly early hour. Okay, well, people were sent to prison camps and death camps in the Ceausescu era, even for making jokes about the dictator. Nicolae and his wife Elena ruled Romania for many years, till 1989, as you'll know. Another positive thing, perhaps, to tell you is that Romania is the only country to have paid off its national debt by April 1989. It had no debt. That's never happened. It's not going to happen in the UK anytime soon. But the bad side was you couldn't make jokes about Ceausescu or his wife Elena. So Ceausescu was touring one of these prison camps and met one of the prisoners who'd been there a long time, telling a lot of bad jokes about Ceausescu. And he called the man forward and said, "I will release you if you can tell me a joke that doesn't involve me." The man thought for a bit and then said, "Elena Ceausescu is pregnant." And Ceausescu said, "And the punchline? You weren't involved, domnul president." On that chilling note, I will leave you. Vă doresc lumina în suflet și în casa, pace sufletească și multă sănătate. Stay safe, everyone. See you tomorrow.